English Romantic poet William Wordsworth was born on April 7, 1770, in Cockermouth, Cumberland, now in Cumbria, part of the scenic region of northwest England. He was the second of 5 children born to John Wordsworth and Anne Cookson. He lived to the age of 80 years. Samuel Taylor Coleridge and William Wordsworth's joint publication of Lyrical Ballads, 1798, ushered in the Romantic era in English literature. For oft, when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. I am William Wordsworth. All things have second birth, the earthquake is not satisfied at once. One impulse from a vernal wood may teach you more of man, of moral evil and of good than all the sages can. The flower and sweetest smell is shine lowly. The silence that is in the starry sky, the sleep that is among the lonely hills. The mind of man is 1,000 times more beautiful than the earth on which he dwells. Why do not words and kiss, and solemn pledge, and nature that is kind in woman's breast, and reason that in man is wise and good, and fear of him who is a righteous judge, why do not these prevail for human life, to keep 2 hearts together, that be? Sweet is the lore which nature brings, our meddling intellect misshapes the beauteous forms of things, we murder to dissect. How does the meadow flower its bloom unfold? Because the lovely little flower is free down to its root, and in that freedom bold. Come forth into the light of things, let nature be your teacher. Therefore, let the moon shine on thee in thy solitary walk, and let the misty mountain winds be free to blow against thee. Thou unassuming commonplace of nature, with that homely face. He is by nature led to peace so perfect that the young behold with envy, what the old man hardly feels. For I have learned to look on nature, not as in the hour of thoughtless youth, but hearing oftentimes the still, sad music of humanity. What though the radiance that was once so bright, be now forever taken from my sight? Though nothing can bring back the hour of splendor in the grass, of glory in the flower, we will grieve not, rather find strength in what remains behind. How does the meadow flower its bloom unfold? Because the lovely little flower is free down to its root, and in that freedom bold. Life is divided into 3 terms, that which was, which is, and which will be. Let us learn from the past to profit by the present, and from the present, to live better in the future. Not chaos, not the darkest pit of lowest Erebus, nor aught of blinder vacancy, scooped out by help of dreams, can breed such fear and awe as fall upon us often when we look into our minds, into the mind of man. Not in utopia, subterranean fields, or some secreted island, heaven knows where. But in the very world, which is the world of all of us, the place where in the end we find our happiness, or not at all. To her fair works did nature link, the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. And yet the wiser mind mourns less for what age takes away than what it leaves behind. Action is transitory, a step, a blow, the motion of a muscle, this way or that 'tis done, and in the after vacancy, we wonder at ourselves like men betrayed. Books. 'Tis a dull and endless strife, come, hear the woodland linnet, how sweet his music. On my life, there's more of wisdom in it. Suffering is permanent, obscure, and dark, and has the nature of infinity. Though inland far we be, our souls have sight of the immortal sea which brought us hither. To be incapable of a feeling of poetry, in my sense of the word, is to be without love of human nature. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake beneath the trees fluttering dancing in a breeze. It was an April morning, fresh and clear, the rivulet, delighting in its strength, ran with a young man's speed, and yet the voice of waters which the river had supplied was softened down in a vernal tone. Rapine, avarice, expense, this is idolatry, and these we adore. Plain living and high thinking are no more. I'll teach my boy the sweetest things, I'll teach him how the owlet sings. We live by admiration, hope, and love, and even as these are well and wisely fixed, in dignity of being we ascend. A creature not too bright or good, for human nature's daily food, for transient sorrows, simple wiles, praise, blame, love, kisses, tears, and smiles. Getting and spending, we lay waste our powers, but like lemmings running headlong to the sea, we are oblivious. When from our better selves we have too long been parted by the hurrying world, and droop, sick of its business, of its pleasures tired, how gracious, how benign is solitude. What is pride? A rocket that emulates the stars. By our own spirits are we deified, we poets in our youth begin in gladness, but thereof come in the end despondency and madness. O reader! Had you in your mind such stores as silent thought can bring, O gentle reader! You would find a tale in everything. To character and success, two things, contradictory as they may seem, must go together, humble dependence on God and manly reliance on self. Hence, in a season of calm weather, though inland far we be, our souls have sight of that immortal sea. But, why, ungrateful, dwell in idle pain? In ourselves, our safety must be sought. By our own right hand, it must be wrought. Neither evil tongues, rash judgments, nor the sneers of selfish men, nor greetings where no kindness is, nor all the dreary intercourse of daily life, shall e'er prevail against us. Be mild, and cleave to gentle things, thy glory and thy happiness be there. Fill your paper with the beatings of your heart. I am already kindly disposed towards you. My friendship it is not in my power to give, this is a gift which no man can make, it is not in our own power. A sound and healthy friendship is the growth of time and circumstance, it will spring up and thrively. Feeling comes in aid of feeling, and diversity of strength attends us, if but once we have been strong. But the sweet face of Lucy Gray will never more be seen. The storm came on before its time, she wandered up and down, and many a hill did Lucy climb, but never reached the town. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? Therefore am I still a lover of the meadows and the woods, and mountains, and of all that we behold from this green earth. One daffodil is worth 1,000 pleasures, then one is too few. Society became my glittering bride, and airy hopes my children. Poetry is the image of man and nature. Come grow old with me. The best is yet to be. The best portion of a good man's life, his little, nameless unremembered acts of kindness and love. There is a comfort in the strength of love, 'twill make a thing endurable, which else would overset the brain, or break the heart. He spake of love, such love as spirits feel in worlds whose course is equable and pure, no fears to beat away, no strife to heal, the past unsighed for, and the future sure. Bliss it was in the dawn to be alive, but to be young was very heaven. What we have loved, others will love, and we will teach them how, instruct them how the mind of man becomes 1,000 times more beautiful than the earth on which he dwells. Thanks to the human heart by which we alive, thanks to its tenderness, its joys, and its fears, to me the meanest flower that blows can give thoughts that do often lie too deep for tears. The earth was all before me. With a heart joyous, nor scared at its own liberty, I look about, and should the chosen guide be nothing better than a wandering cloud, I cannot miss my way. Dreams, books, are each a world, and books, we know, are a substantial world, both pure and good. Round these, with tendrils strong as flesh and blood, our pastime and our happiness will grow. And suddenly all your troubles melt away, all your worries are gone, and it is for no reason other than the look in your partner's eyes. Yes, sometimes life and love really is that simple. The child is the father of the man. She dwelt among the untrodden ways beside the springs of Dove, a maid whom there were none to praise and very few to love. A cheerful life is what the muses love, a soaring spirit is the prime delight. I travelled among unknown men, in lands beyond the sea, nor England. Did I know till then what love I bore to thee? My heart leaps up when I behold a rainbow in the sky, so was it when my life began, so is it now I am a man. Love betters what is best. Sensation sweet, felt in the blood, and felt along the heart. She gave me eyes, she gave me ears, and humble cares, and delicate fears, a heart, the fountain of sweet tears, and love and thought and joy. Stern winter loves a dirge-like sound, the unconquerable pang of despised love. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. For by superior energies, more strict defiance in each other, faith more firm in their unhallowed principles, the bad have fairly earned a victory over the weak, the vacillating, inconsistent good. Oh dearest, dearest boy! My heart for better lore would seldom yearn, could I but teach the 100th part of what from thee I learn. In sleep, I heard the northern gleams, the stars they were among my dreams, in sleep did I behold the skies. In sleep, I heard the northern gleams, the stars they were among my dreams, in sleep did I behold the skies. Strongest minds are often those whom the noisy world hears least. Poetry is the breath and finer spirit of knowledge, it is the impassioned expression which is the countenance of all science. One lesson, shepherd, let us two divide, taught both by what she shows, and what conceals, never to blend our pleasure or our pride with sorrow of the meanest thing that feels. She died, and left to me this heath, this calm and quiet scene, the memory of what has been, and never more will be. Whither has fled the visionary gleam? Where is it now, the glory and the dream? O joy! That in our embers is something that doth live. Poetry is the first and last of all knowledge, it is as immortal as the heart of man. I've heard of hearts unkind, kind deeds with coldness still returning, alas! The gratitude of men has oftener left me mourning. Great God! I'd rather be a pagan suckled in a creed outworn, so might I, standing on this pleasant lea, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn, have sight of Proteus rising from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his wreathed horn. And, when the stream which overflowed the soul was passed away, a consciousness remained that had left, deposited upon the silent shore of memory, images and precious thoughts that shall not die, and cannot be destroyed. Blessings be with them, and eternal praise, who gave us nobler loves, and nobler cares. The poets, who on earth have made us heirs of truth and pure delight by heavenly lays. Where lies the land to which yon ship must go? Her eyes as stars of twilight fair, like twilight's, too, her dusky hair.
Like and subscribe to this life-changing YouTube channel for more great insightful videos.